All right, in this video, we're going to work on the count code problem. This is out of the string 2 problem set on the Python version of CodingBat. So it says return the number of times that the string code appears anywhere in the given string, except will accept any letter for the D. So cope and COE count. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is to start with a loop, and we'll just do a for loop here. So for I in range, and for the range object, we'll make it the length of the string. Okay, and then what we want to do is to slice up the string, right? Starting at whatever index this is. So for right now, I'm just going to return out of here, and we're not going to do that. But just to show you what we get here, we're going to do a slice of string. So we want to slice our str rather. So this is the string that we want to slice. So we follow its name by open and close bracket. And then we put the index where we want to start slicing. And then we put the index where we want to stop slicing right here. So that should be I plus 3. So that should return the first 3 letters here. So here, if we're going through, right, we've got AAA, COD, COZ, COZ, XXC, COZ, ABC, and so on and so forth. So this will go through that that string, and we'll get a slice consisting of, and actually we want to do 4 letters because we're looking for 4-letter strings here. So that's what we want to do. Let's increase that by 1. Okay. So you can see this will pull out 4 letters at a time unless the string is less than length 4, right? And so so here it'll only pull out 3, okay? Or here it doesn't pull out any. Here it pulls out 1, but that's okay. It still works in Python if you do that. All right, so we don't want to return, right? What we want to do is we just want to analyze that. So I'm gonna I'll just store it in the variable word here, and then we're going to examine that word and see if the first letter is a C, the second letter is an O, and the 4th letter is an E. Okay, and if it is, then what we'll need to do is to keep count of that, right? We'll have a variable before we go into the for loop, and we'll initialize that variable to 0. Okay, and then each time we'll slice this string here, and it will give us possibly these 4 letters here. And what we want to do is to check to see. So if word 0, the first character, is a C, and word 1, the next character, the second character, is an O, and word 3, which is the 4th letter, is an E. All right, then what we will do is increase that variable count by 1. In order to do that, what we would do is take the value of count and add 1 to it. So that'll increase it by 1, and then save it back into this variable count. And then after all that, after we get through the loop, then we'll return count. So again, how this works, right? we initialize this variable. Let's just verify that. Oops. Okay, we're going to get string index out of range. So the problem here is I thought maybe this would work, but it doesn't. This string slice here will work, but evidently it doesn't work here. So what we'll need to do is just to add this statement here. If the length of word is equal to 4. All right, and that will, if it's not, right, if the length of word is not equal to 4, then what will happen is this part will become false. And so this whole condition will be false right here. And it won't check these other parts over here. So that should work. And you can see that works. So one more time, how does this work? Well, the overriding idea is, hey, we're going to define this variable count. We're going to initialize it to 0. And then we're going to keep going over every 4-letter substring of this. So we're going to check that and see, hey, is that equal to code? No. And then if not, we're going to move on to the next one. That's what the for loop does. It increases the value of I. So we would move on to the next one. Is that code? Nope. Is that code? Nope. Is that code? It is code, right? And so what we would do is increase the value of the variable count by 1. And then we would go all the way through, right, this string. And then, so by the time we get out, that variable count has the number of recurrences of the word code, but also these ones that it counts as well, cope or coe and whatever else in there. All right, so that's the overriding idea. Then to actually do the check, what we do is to slice 4 characters at a time, starting with whatever this variable is here in the index. And then we check. We use this condition to get around that issue that sometimes that slice, when you get closer to the end of the word, it's not going to have 4 characters in there. Or if the word that's the input word, if it doesn't have 4 characters, then you're not going to be able to slice 4 characters off of there. So we could optimize this a little bit, but it's okay for now since we're just trying to do this, probably maybe some of you for the first time in here. But we could stop this a little bit by not going all the way to the end of the string or checking the length right up front. And then to check to see if it satisfies that it's code or like code, but with a different third letter, then we slice and get the first character out and check, hey, is that a C? Is the second character at the second character is at index 1, is that an O? Is the last character, the character at index 3, is that an E? And if so, right, then we increase the count. Okay, so that's the idea behind this one.